is up early, bringing you more news stories.
Brand new for you this morning, the number of people with diabetes is on the rise.
Yeah, and learning you can have it can be a life-changing, expensive, and really scary diagnosis too. The E-Team's James Gherardi taking an in-depth look into the problem. And James, more kids now are being affected.
Terrence, Karina, that's right. Over a 10-year period, the CDC studied thousands of kids from just a few months old to 19. And what they found is very concerning to doctors. New cases of type 1 diabetes, that's commonly referred to as juvenile diabetes, increased by nearly 2% each year. New cases of type 2 diabetes, commonly referred to as adult onset, typically in people who are overweight, increased by almost 5% each year. Now, as for who's affected, type 1 increases were mainly among men, and for type 2, it was mostly among women. Overall, ethnic minorities saw the biggest increase in new cases. Doctors don't know what causes type 1 diabetes. Type 2 typically can be linked to weight gain, a lack of exercise, and an unhealthy diet. I spoke with a pediatric endocrinologist at the Cleveland Clinic who is seeing this spike in new cases firsthand. He tells me he knows how life-changing a diagnosis can be for a family. We spoke with one of his patients, a 7-year-old girl who's been living with type 1 diabetes since she turned 1 year old.
With my older children, I may be able to drop off and just know that they're fine and I can pick them up several hours later after practice. With her, I'm nervous, and her blood sugar with the exercise, it can drop quickly.
Parents should watch out for symptoms of increased thirst and urination in their children. A common situation is a child who's been dry overnight to suddenly develop new onset bedwetting, if they're losing weight in spite of eating more.
Type 1 diabetes is lifelong. Type 2 can go into remission if caught early enough and if lifestyle changes are made. But you heard the doctor there. Increased thirst and urination, weight loss, increased hunger, all symptoms of diabetes. If your child is displaying any of these, take them to their doctor for a test. For the E-Team this morning, I'm James Gherardi.
All right, James, thank you. And gluten-free